My guests are misbehaving and we haven't even begun the year properly yet. Most market participants got the Brexit vote wrong, called for a Hillary Clinton US election victory, and some thought Anglo-American. 2 years ago, my three guests and I thought that Anglo-American would be the star on JC's main board. It's only just made it back to $200 where it was 2 years ago when they first picked it. But hey, we're not going to hold it against them.
I didn't pick
much. You did.
I didn't.
Stop interrupting.
Go back and play the reel.
Do you want me to do that? You think I don't have the reel?
Go back.
You can't handle the reel.
Well, I can.
Well, anyway, my memory tells me I haven't got the reel. We'll get real in a moment. It's January and the UK closer to triggering Article 50. Donald Trump is the guy who will, in a couple of weeks' time, be taking over as US president. While Anglo-American did shed some of its weight, it was up 180% over the last year, which gives Adrian Saville a pass because, of course, he doubled up this time last year on Anglo-American, so he's looking jolly clever indeed. This is The Moneymakers. I'm Bruce Whitfield. Tonight, we take a look into our market commentators' crystal balls to see whether or not they will be shattered or whether they will be crystal clear well into 2017. Let's talk to Sasha Narishkin, who's director at Vestact, J.M. Busher, the head of J.M. Busher Investments, and also Dr. Adrian Saville, the chief strategist at Citadel. You got it wrong. Then you got it wonderfully right. I think
as long as it's in that order.
I think you doubled up at like $50 or $60 or something horrendous this time last year on Anglos.
Yeah. And what a lovely call.
Really?
I don't think I was alone. I think Sasha was with me on that, and
Joseph.
Nick Norman Smith was the other guy.
Nick Norman Smith.
Yes.
And you see, he hasn't got the courage to come back. Coward.
So it was a dark moment.
It was.
And if you take your mind back to that, you'll recall that they were talking about asset disposals. There was a lot of concern about commodity prices that they were disposing at the bottom of the cycle. But if you look through the portfolio, which was my argument to you, the sum of the parts was worth much more than the market value, and you were being given some wonderful assets for nothing.
Is it on anybody's list for 2017?
And we'll take the money away now.
Okay, take the money away. You're going to put it into something else. Yes. What we've asked our guests this evening to do is give us 2 global and 2 South Africa picks. J.M. Busher. Joseph Busher, I'm starting with you on 2 locals.
I'm going to go with Truworths, if it is local. Is it local?
It's local enough.
Okay. Mr. Price.
Okay. Okay, so Truworths and Mr. Price. Let us tear him.
Global,
No, that's okay. It's global, just yet. Truworths and Mr. Price. Any criticism of Truworths and Mr. Price? Other than directors in Mr. Price toward the end of last year gave themselves share options at 136 Rand strike price.
So, and we're being combative too.
And they were being all fighty about it.
It's not nice to see your share price down when you used to things in
They've done nothing wrong, but
used to seeing it up.
Yeah.
Now, 2016 was a horrible year for Mr. Price.
Anus horribilis.
It was absolutely horrible. Is it a good pick for 2017? South African retail generally?
I like the theme of the retailers because they've been beaten up. But my preference is for a different retailer, but I like the theme.
Okay, the theme is good. Why Truworths? Why Mr. Price?
I mean, definitely, just mentioned that they were totally dismissed. Certainly, I think the fundamentals haven't changed much apart from political. But also, I think Bieber is in town next year. So both the young and the old Biebers are going to go into factories to buy.
Once you pay for a Justin Bieber ticket for a concert, there's going to be no money left to buy yourself an outfit.
Well, I mean, if you go to Mr. Price, you can still pick the cheap stuff. Okay. But certainly, I think inflation is going to be contained next year. Okay, I don't think that unless if America starts being aggressive on increasing rates, we're going to see a massive increase in SA. So things are going to remain almost subdued, from that. I think the growth is looking slightly positive from where we were 6 months, 3 months ago in terms of their outlook. So that might help the retailers a little bit, and people start seeing value in them. I
mean, I like your cheeky response, is Truworths local, because like everybody else, they've gone and globalized. They paid a lot of money for UK assets. I mean, you are on the track of the retail as well, but not the clothing retailers, not pure clothing anyway.
My pick in that cluster is Woolworths.
But is that local?
It's the same lovely question.
It is listed locally, but
So
that's what's wonderful
I'm
about
going to
it.
play two for the price of one.
Okay.
I'm going to get a real retailer's discount here, and that in my argument about the one local, one global is Woolworths represents both, and my second pick is Group 5, which represents local and global.
Okay, so Woolworths and Group 5, and both of those are essentially play the global game. And Group 5 has been very clever in its venture toward the end of last year. Group 5 got into bed with Aberdeen Asset Management in terms of its toll road business in Europe.